On our phone lines right now is Bill King from Nashville Sports Radio, hosting 6 to 9 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio, Monday through Friday. He is the king of college football talk, and got a lot of that going on today. You get a bunch of bowl games. Got the ReliaQuest Bowl right now, 16-10, still Michigan, midway through the third quarter, and we got a playoff game later tonight. Bill, how you doing? Pre-Happy New Year to you.
Same to you guys. Thank you.
So before we get into the playoff thing here, and this is going to be a bit of a storyline that might come out tomorrow for the Texas-Arizona State quarterfinal. There are reports that Quinn Ewers is reportedly the target of a $6 million offer from an unnamed school to enter the transfer portal. So interesting, this has come out about an hour and a half ago. Texas obviously has a big game tomorrow, so a little bit of a backstory there, I guess.
Well, and I talked about this early Monday. That rumor's been out there. The team is Notre Dame. Now, I think it's debatable whether or not Notre Dame's going to go in the portal, spend that kind of money. They think their future is C.J. Carr, which is the grandson of Lloyd Carr. He's had some elbow problems this year as a true freshman, but should be healthy. I think that's debatable. But the team that has been speculated on quietly, hadn't been public, as Notre Dame.
If you're Texas, I mean, are you all right with that? You know, you got Arch Manning waiting in the wings. The thought is that Ewers was going to test the NFL. If you're Texas, next man up, I guess. And they were already designing some packages for Manning in this quarterfinal.
Oh, I think you have to be okay with it because Arch isn't going to sit around his junior year. That's not happening. I would assume there's a private agreement there. It's my ball. I've waited around patiently and done everything you've asked. I would think that's what they need to happen here.
How many years in a row has Notre Dame gotten their quarterback out of the portal? Has it been 2 years, 3 years? I know it was Leonard this year, Hartman the year before. I don't remember if there was somebody before that, but I guess that's how Notre Dame is looking at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I believe it was Ian Book probably or somebody like that who was not a transfer. But this would be year 3. I think it's debatable whether or not they're going to do it, just for the audience. I think that part is the question, but the team where there's been a flirtation and a consideration is Notre Dame. Now, is another team in the mix? If there is, and there probably is, I'm not sure who that is.
Bill, I'm looking at these 4 games that we got going, and this Ohio State-Oregon for the same prices could have been a national championship game. And when you look at it, how do you think Oregon is able to get by Ohio State for a second time? Who do you got in this matchup?
I like Ohio State. And now the most recent presentation we got out of them was, I think, their best performance of the year. And if that's the way they're going to play, they're going to win that game. Now, do we know for sure they're going to play that way? And is Oregon going to put up a better fight than Tennessee? Obviously they will. But I like the Buckeyes here.
You give Arizona State much of a chance. You know, Scadabo's really something, but Texas's front seven is also something. And, you know, we were reminded, you know, the thoughts in their first round game against Clemson. They don't have to have a spectacular game from Quinn Ewers in order to win. Just don't turn it over, and they can run. And they might be able to run against Arizona State, although I know the Sun Devils have had a good run defense. I just don't think they've faced a team that can be so physical on the offensive line as Texas.
I think there's way too much personnel at Texas to lose this game. Could it be close? Could it be a little iffy for a while? Yeah, but I just don't see Texas falling.
Well, we got one tonight. When we're talking about locks and we're saying which one of these games do you think was an absolute lock, I think Penn State. And I thought last week or the first round of games, Notre Dame was my pick, and it looked like it was all chalk. Any chance, puncher's chance for the running back at Boise State, or you see the Nittany Lions going through?
The Penn State fans that communicate with my show that are anti-James Franklin call him Little Game James. So using their terminology, I don't think Little Game James blows this. I think they've got too much personnel for this matchup, too. I'm with you.
Let's see. The last one I guess we'd get to would be Georgia Notre Dame. I think Georgia might be a little better without Carson Beck in this case. But do they have enough speed to slow down Notre Dame's rush attack?
This is the best Notre Dame has been equipped in 30 years to play in a game like this and have a fighting chance. When they played Alabama in the BCS game, they got there, they had no chance. When they rematched with Clemson a couple of years ago and Trevor Lawrence was there, they had no chance. They've got a chance to win this game. Notre Dame could win this game. Now, your question is, will they? I don't think I can pick against Georgia. I think Georgia's program has got more experience doing this right now in this era than any other program in the country. And I think Georgia pulls out a close game.
Hey, Bill, there's a question. I know you're big time college ball, and I know you're not really into the whole NFL thing that much. But when I watch Warren play that tight end from Penn State, he reminds me just like a Brock Bowers. You see, Brock Bowers is setting records again. Do you think when you're talking about a pro, that kid from the tight end from Penn State or the running back from Boise State, who would you want on your football team?
Oh, no question, the tight end, and he was a high school quarterback. Think of the 3-star, Ty Warren, but he's a fantastic. He's a first-round tight end.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Bowers at all, but he's a different body type. This kid's 6'5", 6'6", about 245, 250, incredibly athletic for that size. Not even a debate. And I like Genty, but no. Ty Warren will be much more valuable as a pro.
You know, you think about what college football has been like in the last calendar year. I mean, it started with Michigan and Alabama. It's ending, today, right now, with Alabama and Michigan. There's 5 other games. But the sport just has felt just leaderless, just sort of floating around while still being amazingly popular in these last 12 months. But when I see what's coming up in the next few months and the House settlement hopefully is approved, maybe in this next calendar year, there'll start to be a little bit of like a settling into what the future of college football will look like. Because it can't stay as chaotic as it's been, not just in the last year. It's really been the last 2-3 years. But to me, I think 2025 hopefully is the year where we point to where there started to be some structure and therefore some enforcement to whatever rules we cook up.
I know fans say a lot of things they don't mean, but I do think if this chaos continues and every year you as a fan are threatened over who's leaving, just personally your love for your university, that can be an affront that might not be sustainable. And you can lose some fans that way. Now, that's not a prediction because fans are usually very loyal, but I know there's a lot of frustration out there right now. No question.
You had the Indiana coach got an extension, the SMU coach got an extension. The other side of the coin, Bill, let's say Oregon beats Ohio State and let's say Boise State beats Penn State. Would Day and Franklin both be safe at their jobs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're going to do anything to Ryan Day. Now, does he need to fix that Michigan issue, 4 in a row there? Yeah. But as long as he's winning it pretty much every game, I still think he survives. Now, if he loses to Michigan again next year and there's some roster turnover, I'm not saying he's got an unlimited paycheck after they pay him off and everything, but I don't think there's anything that happens now with Franklin or Day at all, barring some controversy we don't know about. But on the field, there's no way they get replaced.
What about Franklin came out, I think it was yesterday he came out, Phil, you might have saw this too, where he said, hey, college football needs a commissioner. They need somebody that's kind of the leader of it. And he nominated Saban. I don't know if that's the best pick right there, but what are your thoughts on college football having a Roger Goodell, having a union? Is that the way they're going? Will it be a one-person figurehead or will it kind of be like a group of 6 that are kind of running it?
I don't like the idea. I haven't liked it for forever because the chances of them picking somebody who would actually do a good job is negligible. Now, Saban would do a good job. Have you seen what kind of clown this Charlie Baker is? I mean, people didn't like Mark Emmert. Mark Emmert is a super rock star compared to this guy who was the NCAA head guy, CEO, what you want to call him. That's the kind of guy I bet you they would bring in, which would totally ruin everything. I do not like that idea.
Said he was going to be a consensus finder, and I just don't think you can find that in college football at all. You kind of need to have a little bit of a stronger hand. Bill, what's your
let me
like?
put it this way.
Ahead.
I know you guys need to go, but let me just give you an example. Back in 2020, when everybody tried to cancel, but the SEC, Big Ten canceled, Pac-12 followed them. ACC held strong there. If we'd have had a commissioner, I promise you they'd have shut it all down. That's no.
You're probably
I'm
right.
totally
about
against.
What do you got? Anything for New Year's, or is this just sort of like another night?
We've cooked so much brisket. Wifey said no. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Waiting to be told, but the brisket's still left over from Christmas, right?
Probably.
Oh gosh, man! All right, Bill. Well, have a happy New Year, man. We're looking forward to talking to you in 25.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Who did he have Notre Dame Georgia game? Because I think you asked him that one.
I think he said Georgia.
Okay, I think
he was picking Georgia. I did not ask him specifically, but you're right. I think he did pick. He did pick Georgia.
There we go. He's got his 4 in though. Bill King's in the lead. So,
well, he's the king of college football talk.
That's right.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC and MMA. Head to BetOnline today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here.